Hi, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how you can get this set of nails at home using cornstarch and nail glue. I previously did a video on cornstarch and top coat, and I wanted to try this method out. So if you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Melizon. So the first thing I did was I already applied my tips and already filed to the shape that I want. I already prepped my nails prior to the video also. So I'm using Kiss, what is it called? Oh, the Kiss nail glue and cornstarch. And the first thing I did was just apply it onto my nail plate. And this will just act as a base for the next step. So once I dust off the first layer, then I'm going to apply it onto the full nail now. So if you haven't watched my previous video, I will list it into the description box or above. And I'm basically doing the same method that I did on the cornstarch and top coat, but instead of using top coat in this video, I'm using nail glue. So in total, I am doing 5 coats. My previous video, I only did 4, but for this method, then I'm doing 5 coats. So in this step right here, I am basically applying the nail glue on areas that I feel that needs more thickness. So as you can see, I'm applying it towards my cuticle area, like basically right on the my nail plate area where the tip isn't covering, because I feel like it needs more thickness there, especially since we're not using acrylic or we're not using gel, we're just using cornstarch and nail glue. So I apply it onto the tip and on the nail plate to add more thickness so the nail will have more strength. And I'm basically doing this on all the nails, but I'm just showing you one nail so far. So once I dust off the cornstarch, I'm applying it onto the full nail now. So like I said before, I did 5 coats total. So this is how the nails look like after 5 coats and after I get done dusting it off. As you can see, it's really bumpy, and the texture of it is kind of like smushy, and I have a feeling that it's going to take a while to dry. But I still wanted to try it out and continue with this method, so I kept going. So as you can see here, this is my previous video of me when I did my top coat and cornstarch, and as you can see, the textures of it is totally different. But I decided to continue with this video, and I'm drying it in my nail dryer, and now that it's dried, I am filing it. It actually took really long to dry. I think it took longer than the cornstarch and top coat, but I wanted to try this method out for anybody who was curious about the cornstarch and nail glue method. When I was filing it, I did notice that it felt stronger and more sturdy than the cornstarch and top coat. But for some reason, I didn't like how the nail came out. Like, I didn't like the texture of it. It was really powdery and it was really grainy, and it didn't set like acrylic, or it didn't set like how it did when I did the cornstarch and top coat. But I decided to go with it anyways. As you can see here, I'm like like filling it, and it's really like dusty and it didn't set at all. So, but the only thing that I like about it is that it actually is really sturdy, because I think because of the nail glue. But the texture wise, I didn't like it at all. It had a lot of dents, and I tried to smooth out the best I can, but I couldn't. I tried filing it and I tried to buff it as much as I can, but for some reason it would not smooth out at all. So this method I'm not a big fan of, but if you wanted to try this out for the strength of it and for the sturdiness, then you can try this method out. So instead of using a nail polish, I decided to go in with a gel nail because of the texture of it, and because it was really grainy. I didn't think that I didn't think that nail polish will be good with it. So what I did is I applied a base coat. I'm using gel polish, and basically I'm applying a base coat, and so just so it will be smooth when I apply my gel polish, because it was really bumpy and it had like little dents in it, and as much as I tried to file it out, it wouldn't file. So instead of using polish, I'm using gel polish. And after the base coat, I'm using this mood changing gel polish. And once I put on the gel polish, it smoothed out, of course, because of the thickness of it. So instead of polish, I use gel, but you can try using regular polish. If you have a base coat, then use the base coat and the polish and see if that works out for you. If not, then maybe you might have to use gel polish also. So this is after applying 2 coats of gel polish. Now I'm taking my Elite 99 top coat and I am applying that onto all my nails. So instead of leaving my nails just plain, I wanted to add a little rose in the middle just for a little design. So this is what I'm doing, just adding a little rose. And I'm just gonna cure this, and basically this is it. So I don't really like this method, but if you want to try it out for the strength and the sturdiness, then you can try it out and let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching.